Hello everyone, today I'm going to show you my build. This build will be focused on faith, of course, and my stats are 60 vigor if you want to survive longer in a fight, 29 mind so I can spam my spells. Alright, moving on. Endurance is a key factor that allows me to perform actions like running, attacking, and casting spells. High stamina to achieve light load. 50 dexterity governs how much damage you deal when using weapons that scale with dex, alongside reducing spell casting time and even reducing fall damage. Just to extremely reduce the time to cast spells, 80 faith to maximize faith damage. This is required to meet the requirements to cast these two spells. Minor Erdtree spell is an exclusive incantation for the Shadow of the Erdtree DLC. Summons a tree in front of the caster that restores HP in an area. A small tree that slowly heals the player when they get close to it. Note, the spell requires you to have 70 faith. That is insane. And it costs 30 flask points for healing build. This is something you have to consider. Blade of Calling is a dagger in Elden Ring. The Blade of Calling scales with faith, strength, and dexterity, and is a good weapon for short-range melee combat with additional holy damage. Blade of Gold is the unique skill for the Blade of Calling that allows the user to jump and fire a golden projectile that deals holy damage. It shares an animation with Blade of Death, the unique skill for the Black Knife. The Light of Miquella spell deals a very significant amount of damage and covers a very large area in white light in PvP, although the casting is quite long. However, this benefits co-op players who are defending against an invasion. Just be mindful when using the spell. Uses 48 flask point, and it requires 72 faith. You don't want to spam it too much. If you do, you'll run out of FP faster than a hurry. Golden Vow, consumable, can be used to increase attack by 12.5% and all defenses by 8.8% for 45 seconds. This makes it more powerful than the skill version with the same duration, but slightly higher defense and damage buffs. Costs 30 FP compared to the skill's 40 FP cost. Now, let's try the build in PvP. I will be using Bone Bow as my range weapon, using Holy and Sleep arrows. Bone Bow skill works the same as the Barrage skill, whilst releasing homing arrows that seek the target. Talisman use. Sacred Scorpion Charm increases holy damage by 12%, but increases physical damage taken by 10%. Players can use talismans in Elden Ring to boost a variety of stats. Godfrey Icon raises attack power of charged spells and skills by 15%. Casting speed could be better the higher your dexterity is. Old Lord's Talisman extends the duration of spells by 30%. Perfect to extend minor Erdtree spell healing effects. Shard of Alexander greatly boosts the attack power of skills by 15%. think that's about it. My final thoughts about the build. Well, it's okay, just the Ash of War on Blade of Calling is a bit slow. If the enemy is paying attention, you're probably not going to hit them, but it does a lot of damage if you do land it, with 80 faith. The spells used are also slow to cast. I mean, too slow to begin with, even with Godfrey Icon Talisman. People can easily dodge these spells as a support cosplay class. The build is perfect, especially when targeting huge NPC. You want more Elden Ring build video? Make sure to subscribe to Imperial Agent 1992. And don't forget to watch ads, like, share, comments. Thanks again, Tarnish.